Hi everyone, this is Rachel with Rachel's Creative Space. Today I'm just going to do a quick walkthrough of my One Little Word album for 2023. It is completed and ready to go on the shelf almost. Just have one little thing to do. And if you don't know what One Little Word is, go to allieedwards.com, click on her blog, and there's a drop-down list of different posts, and just click on One Little Word and you will find everything about One Little Word, how she started it, what it entails, and things like that. But basically, it's you pick a word to walk with the whole year. So it could be something that you want to change in your life, or something that you want to bring about in your life, things like that. So anyway, I'm using Allie Edwards products for the most part. This was the album for 2023, or one of the choices of albums. They also have like notebooks and things like that too. You don't have to do an album. You don't have to document One Little Word in this way. It's just my choice to do it this way, but you can do it the way that works for you if you're interested in this project. So this one was a black album with a gold diagonal stripe, as you can see. The one thing I need to do is do the book plate here before I put it on the shelf. So the inside was this creamy color with white X's and O's. I decorated the inside of my cover. I purchased the word. I also have a large one, but I purchased this from Colleen Attara. I can't remember exactly how to say it. So later on, I'll put it in the description, the link to her shop. So I bought my word was faith, and used some chipboard butterflies that came in the One Little Word kit. I get the kit every year. I also get the quarterly kit. There's a mini kit that comes out quarterly with various products, from papers to embellishments and stickers to stamps, but it's a mini kit, and again, that's totally optional. It's what you would like to do. I use this sticker right here under it, so I thought that was nice. Use the die cut. So there were several die cut pieces. So I used the half circle and stamped faith across it repeatedly. Used a phrase label that was in the kit, along with a acetate, can't think of the words, piece with some more of the butterflies. And then I used a tab that came in the kit, and sandwiched it between a photo that I took, a selfie at the South Florida Fair that month, that I went down there with one of my best friends. So one thing I do want to say is most of the items in the main kit are very neutral toned. Each year they're a little bit different. The items are different, the color scheme's different, but the reasoning behind the neutral tone is so you can pair it with whatever color scheme that you would like. If you want a specific color scheme, it will normally go with that color scheme. Or if you just want to add lots of color to it, then it will match. So this way, the kit's neutral. That way, everybody can use the kit for what they'd like. I did want to mention that. There was a vellum piece, and I just added a phrase label on it. I took the labels paper. It was a sheet of paper. I cut it down, and I backed it with this photo. You'll see I did a lot of this. I love doing this. Different pictures and quotes and sayings and things like that I love to add to my album. I love going back and always reminding myself of different things. So I did that throughout my album. So I stamped 1 through 12 along with a stamp for each month, but it shows up in various places. And just how faith showed up for me each month. Just a quick little one thing. So each month has a divider card. I took the card and put a picture on the front of it. You could write a quote or write journaling or anything that you wanted. I decided to punch holes into mine, and then I would back it with either a picture or a quote or something like that. So January, every month you get a prompt. January, of course, is the start of the year. So you stop and you come up with your word, and then you fill out prompt cards. So a quote about your word or something that has any meaning about your word, your reason why you're doing the project or why you chose your word, what you want to invite, define your word, who you are at the time, what you want to let go of. This one actually had a second quote, so I used 2 quotes. I like that. And what you're feeling. And then it goes into more detail for the year ahead. In what ways is my word already part of my life? More or less. What do I want more of? What do I want less of? What am I most excited about for the year ahead? And what are your intentions for the year ahead? What is it you want to gain? What do you want to do? You know, things like that. So then I had this pretty quote that a lot of these I get off the internet or Pinterest. So I printed it, and then I had another one about something from the Law of Attraction for 2023, and just use a pretty ribbon in between it. Hope you can see that. Let's see if you can see that ribbon. So it's really pretty. Anyway, gave a little texture to my album. We go into February. That's a picture of my oldest cat, Boots. It's a little blurry, but that's okay. He didn't want to sit still. February, the prompt was manifesto. So you had to create a manifesto. And I did, and I took this picture in Photoshop, and then I typed it on top of the picture and printed it out. And this is a picture of my local beach. Backed it with another paper and just put a bunch of embellishments on the back. March, that's my little sister. We went to a Eagles concert. It's also my birthday month. This month, the prompt was conversation with your words. So I decided they gave you some papers to fill out and ideas, and I put them inside. I took 2 of the papers and sewed it together to make a pocket and punched a thumb notch punch in the top. Just embellished it with different embellishments and sayings and things. April was all about where your word is showing up in everyday life. This is my granddaughter. And so these are just different pictures. This was a conference. That's my youngest granddaughter, oldest granddaughter, my baby granddaughter. Now, these are my step-granddaughters, technically, but in my heart, they're my granddaughters. Disney. We ended up getting Disney annual passes, so we went to Disney that month right off. And gardenias in my yard. Love my gardenias. Okay, May was Day of Yes. This is actually a picture of one of my best friends, and we were at the Scrapbook Expo. Day of Yes, we had to pick a day, a week, whatever you wanted to do, and just say yes. Just do things that you wouldn't normally just go do. Shopping, of course, I'd go do, but I went shopping for specific things that I would put off and not do, most likely. Me in the car, I had gotten my hair done, journaling. I went to Carrabba's by myself. I'm not one to normally, I live alone, single, empty nester, so I don't necessarily go to restaurants and by myself, typically. And also, I'm more of an introvert. I stay home a lot. But also, I decided to do the monthly pass to the movie theater, and I started going because I love movies, but I never went because I didn't like to go by myself. Now at the end of the year, I'm used to going by myself. It's not that big of a deal anymore. I got used to it. So anyway, I went to the movies. I went to Carrabba's. I had a nice dinner and drink. So I went shopping at some craft stores. I just did a whole lot of different things and just made it a day of yes and just enjoyed myself. June is always mid-year reflection. This is me and my little brother having dinner. He was about to move out of state, so I was up there, and his wife was already out of the state because she was trying to take care of her mom, and so we went to dinner, and it was very nice. It had been a long, long time since we had done anything together. So here's the progress. Again, you get prompts and you fill them out. And in this section is usually blank, and it has anything else you want to document about your word right now. And I decided to just use a bunch of my stamps and embellishments, things that I want to remember, things that I want to make sure that I stay in the forefront in my journey with my word. And then I put a piece of paper and a quote on the back. Another large page quote and prayer. And I punched it with a border punch to give it some texture. July, went to Disney again with the family. Another thing, my big brother was in town, and we went to McKee Gardens, and actually for this month's prompt was postcards. Send a postcard to your word and have your word send you a postcard. What would your word say to you? And so I bought a couple of postcards from McKee Gardens and sent them. I put them in here. August, this was a fun day with friends. And this prompt was begin again. And I used some vellum circles and some acetate circles. And this was a download. And I just printed in Photoshop my what I wanted to say. So ready to begin, smells like, looks like, tastes like, feels like, sounds like. And just stapled those on top of the acetate and adhered the acetate down. And then, did some little embellishing. Backed it with another paper with more embellishments. I love having quotes and sayings and things throughout it this is an adventure, and I like to keep that adventure forefront so that I stay on track. My friend again and her daughter, and we went to Hollywood Studios, sorry. This month was practice, and you chose something you wanted to practice, and I was reading the Psalms in the Bible, so that was my practice. And this was me at lunch one day with it, reading at a park that I like to go to. And more quotes. Beautiful flowers in October. And October was about good stuff. What's good in your life, and to do it, through pictures. So I took one of the papers, and I did two papers together again, right? And then I just scored it to fold it over, and in between I've got attachers so that it would go into my album. And it has another tab, and you open it up, and different good stuff, and I have focus on the good here, and just different things from the month, right? And then just some more embellishing on the back. Another picture of my oldest cat. This is my younger cat. And I'm surprised I don't have my dog in here. Usually she makes it in everything, the cats don't. So this is November's prompt. Again, I did two papers together, but when I folded them over, I put pictures on the outside of the fold, because they're folded over. They were single-sided, but only this part was adhered, this part right here to here, and then the folds were separate. And so for November, it was about getting curious with your word. And so you could do whatever you wanted, obviously. You don't have to follow prompts if you don't want to. I just like to. So I took and I stamped a bunch of labels, and that was one of the stamp sets for one little word this year was labels, and I wanted to use my stamps more. So I also stamped I am, or this word, on all the labels, except for this one because I used a chipboard heart instead. And then just embellished it with different tags, chipboard tags, or this is fabric peas, chipboard hearts and flowers, puffy stickers. So just embellished it through. And then on this side, my son and my granddaughter. And then what I'm grateful for just some things I was grateful for this month or this journey. Then I just used another paper with acetate heart. So, and I just sewed it across the middle and backed it with another paper and a quote. December, it was my granddaughter's birthday. I love that picture. I don't know if you can see that very well, but look at that face. Cake everywhere. So I had to use that. And December, of course, is the end of the year wrap up. It is your facts and feelings and what you want to remember. So I just wrote them down, did a few embellishments. And the one thing I did, and what I did was these were some cards I got, and there was one for every month, and it was a faith step, right? And then it was a quote from the Bible on the back. I wanted to keep this with this, so I laminated these in here and punched holes. But my problem was, when I punched the holes, I just took it from just took a page protector from the bottom and lined it up. Well, you can see it's that much bigger. More than a finger width bigger than this. I should have trimmed this down some and centered it, but I didn't, and I'm not going to undo it, so it's just going to be off kilter in there a little bit. So that is my one little word for 2023. I will be starting my new album in the next couple of days. I've already started gathering some stuff. So my one little word for 2024 is focus. So if this is something you really like or are interested in, I encourage you to join us. It's a lot of fun, and you don't have to share with anyone if you don't want to. There's a Facebook group. If you join, you can join just the class, not even buy the products, and just journal if that's something that you would rather do. But, you know, you get a lot of encouragement and a lot of what's the word I'm trying to think of? I lose my words, I swear. Anyway, there's just a lot of people there that you can speak with, and people give you ideas and all kinds of stuff. It's a great little group. And if you join the class, if you buy the class, then you can join the Facebook group. It's only for those who are in Allie Edwards' class. So anyway, if you have any questions about anything, just put them below. I'll gladly answer them as I can. And hope everybody has a wonderful and happy new year. Bye-bye.